And we are back after our little break there. As we said before, we've got like this memory issue. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so a lot of shit happened while we were gone.
Yeah.
And I've been telling a lot of people, like, a few days ago I was going around and I was like, guys, did you hear that Shirley Henderson died? And they're like, holy fuck, really? She was so young. I'm like, she wasn't that young.
How
She
old
did
was
like, she was like 80 something or whatever. I'm like, hey,
Was she that old?
She was old.
I didn't know she was that old.
Well, there's an important part to my story here. And they're like, what? Shirley Henderson was 80? Who are you talking about? And I'm like, the chick from the Brady's. They're like, that's Florence Henderson. I was like, wait, who's Shirley? She was a chick from Trainspotting and from Harry Potter.
Oh, okay.
I went off. I was like, I don't know why I got the name. There again, I had no idea who she was. I had to look. I had to like Google her.
Yeah.
To find out. But like the few people I told, are like shocked. Like, oh my god. I guess what you get for listening to me and my stupid fuck ups.
That makes a lot more sense. Because I was kind of like, well, she wasn't that old. Like,
no,
I didn't think.
No, she's very young. She's still kicking, as far as I know. Did you see the meme though, where they have the Brady bunch, like the 9 panels? The boys on top, the girls,
yeah,
and then it has the dad, which Ann Davis. I knew her name. Whatever her name. I can't remember her name in the show.
Yeah, I can't either.
The fucking maid. And then it had Florence Henderson, and there was just like this line across it, and it said bingo.
That's fucked up.
I love that. Which is weird that, by the way, I remember that the maid's, like, her actress's name. Right. I don't remember anyone else. Her name is fucking Shirley Henderson. Also, there's that fucking plane crash.
Yeah, that was... Like, I'm not a fan of soccer, but that sucks.
Did you care?
Not beyond the point that it just like, wow, that really sucks. It's a lot of dead people.
No, like, I saw it, and, like, I was like, oh, that sucks. I feel like I would have cared more if it had been just, like, a regular flight.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know why, like...
I don't even then if I'd have been like,
If it turns into, like, an alive thing or something.
Right.
Which I guess apparently I don't know. There was, like, 5 still alive?
Yeah, there were 5 survivors.
Yeah.
So your whole team's dead, but...
You have one that's all alive, and he's just like, as soon as they land, all right, I'm cutting Jimmy up.
Dude, we're in the middle of Orlando. Like, well, we don't know how long the meds will be here.
That guy was talking shit. No reason to eat his asshole.
Just the asshole?
Yeah.
That's it, okay.
You saw Alive, didn't you?
What?
You saw Alive, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You never saw Alive?
Uh-uh.
Fuck. That's the only reason I wish sometimes that we had one older person here. So some of my references. It's not even that old. No, they only ate their asses.
Why?
Because it was the fatty part.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, and you could cook it easier.
Or junk at the trunk.
Just cut a slice of ass off, grill it up, you're good to go.
Right on.
That was a brutal movie.
Get a piece of that ass.
Oh, speaking of brutal, there's something I meant to talk about. And I don't think I'm going to spoil anything for you. You know who died in The Walking Dead, right?
Yeah.
Episode 1,
yeah.
Season 7. And there were so many people that were like, this is so brutal, I'm done with The Walking Dead. There was a lot of people saying it's nothing but smut, blah, blah.
Really?
Which is the main reason I wanted to see it, because I'm like, how bad is it? And we all know...
I've seen it.
Huh?
I've seen it.
You've seen it?
Yeah. It's not that bad.
Fucking Walking Dead people are a bunch of there's pussies.
There's been numerous times where, what's her name? The black chick with the sword.
Yeah.
She's like cut heads in half.
But they were zombies.
Yeah,
and that was a big thing. It's like, oh, this was actual people. And it's like, well, it's the same fucking props, I'm sure.
Right, well...
And the fucking Glenn thing.
Yeah.
Like, it was a little... Like, I think the thing that made it a little, like, disturbing was, like, he wasn't talking right.
Right,
Like, it fucked up his, like, brain.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
that was it.
But have you heard how much, like, viewings have gone down? Like, they plummeted. And I don't think it's just because of that. I think that's a little bit of it.
A lot of people were very upset.
But I really think that... I don't think it's so much just because it's brutal. I think people are just pissed off.
Which,
They're
by
really
the way,
just done with it.
Fuck yourself.
How much can you... I mean...
What are you expecting?
You know what? Here's the thing. Game of Thrones.
I was just about to say.
I have never had my heartstrings pulled like I did through the Red Wedding. But you know what? I stuck through it.
For me, it was Mountain versus the Viper.
Yeah, that's another one.
One of my favorite characters.
But I would probably...
And brutal, by the way.
Yeah.
His head was pushed out to the top of his skull.
I probably would say that the Red Wedding had more of an impact for me. But that was another one. But, I stuck with it. It's a great show.
But there again, like...
I'm not saying The Walking Dead's on
Dead
Game of Thrones
fans
level.
are a bunch of pussies.
Yeah.
They've never seen Game of Thrones. You want to talk about brutal?
You want to talk about smut?
Yeah. I mean, fuck. But it's a weird things that pull people. Like when Sansa got raped in Game of Thrones, people are like, "This is horrible." And I was like, "Really? Yeah. You didn't even show any titty."
Right? Yeah.
I was already in jerk-off motion. Like, wait, is that it?
That's disappointing.
I didn't even see any cranberry sauce on it when he pulled back.
Oh, gross.
No, but
I could have done without that.
You're not talking about brutal. No, but I don't know. Like, but
I just
you're
think
right.
you got to get over yourself.
People don't want like certain characters gone. Whatever. Would you expect them all to live? It's not going to be a good story.
If everybody was alive from season 1, there'd be too much going on.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks, but part of making a good show is you got to pull some heartstrings. You got to kill some people off.
I have to be honest with this though. If they killed Daryl off, I'd probably be done. And only because he's the only likable character, in my opinion. He's the only one I really like.
Yeah, I mean...
Carl is a tough little bastard. But he gets
not really.
He got shot. He got his eye blown out. The guy has lived more than like most vets have done through. And
he doesn't even.
And
have
he's
PTSD.
like 12. I mean, he doesn't have pubes yet.
Right? No, I can't stand Carl.
But no, yeah, I was gonna say, but I don't.
Little cunt.
I really don't like him. Michonne is like so brooding all the time. It's like fuck
God,
you, Jesus Christ. Yes, I know you're sad.
Every woman in that show seems to be useless. Which I hate, by the way.
Except for Carol. Carol was awesome.
Yeah, except for when she spilled all the water.
Well, and then she went fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, and
I don't know if you've gotten to that part.
I haven't, but I've heard about it. But I hate the whole useless woman role.
Yeah.
I really do, because then it's like maybe 1 or 2 of them I get. Walking Dead had a big cast this entire run that it's had it, but when almost every single woman is useless and stupid, it gets old.
I mean, you did, like I said, you had Carol and you had Michonne were like the strong, but I mean, it's really, I agree. It just gets
old.
I agree. I hate that character.
Make yourself useful.
Yeah. Be fucking, the littlest female Stark. What's her name? Arya.
Oh, yeah.
Be Arya, you know?
Yeah. Lose your sight and become a badass.
Yes. I mean, no, but my point, and like Rick, I
hate Rick.
I've
hated Rick from the beginning.
I don't mind him.
I hate the way he talks. He sounds retarded.
Well, he kind of does.
And
he go, like, I don't know. Like,
and especially in the later seasons, like when they're in that township, and he's like pissing everybody off. You need to chill here, dude. You're gonna get yourselves kicked out.
He was founded though.
He what?
Well, I mean, what he was doing was validated.
Yeah.
I mean, because he was like, you guys are too soft and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Which is true, but there's better ways of going about it.
Right. Instead of beating the crap out of someone.
So, I mean, like, that's, like, so I kind of liked Glenn.
Yeah. Honestly, Glenn was my favorite.
Daryl, I love Daryl. He's probably is my favorite. And then, I don't even know his name, but I just call him Tyrese, because that's his name from...
Big black guy?
Yeah. And the guy from The Wire, and same guy.
Oh, I know.
Oh, and now I love the priest, by the way.
I know.
He's from The Wire.
I know. And I hated him. Like,
had he not had wire ties, I wouldn't like him.
I honestly hated him until you pointed that out. It blew my mind.
Like, I love that guy now.
Well, because it was funny how you brought it up, because you, like, stopped. We were searching through the episodes, and he stopped on, like, one of the little trailer, or the screenshot for the episode. I was like, hey, you recognize that guy? I'm like, yeah, no, sure, he's one of the cops. It's like, well, you know what the priest from Walking Dead looks like? I'm like, yeah. I kind of look at it first, I'm like, oh my god.
That was exactly how it happened to me. Like, I was watching The Walking Dead, I'm like, where do I know that guy from?
Yeah, and I never put it together.
Wait, the fucking Wire.
All this time we've been watching The Wire, and it never even dawned on me.
He looks a little bit older.
And a lot more filled out.
Yeah.
I think he's a lot thinner. And, he's got the robes in The Walking Dead, too.
Yeah, so you don't
see his physique. But it just blew my mind. I was like, I hated the...
He was such a crybaby bitch.
I still kind of hate him in The Walking Dead, because he is
See, I love it. Well, and he also does get more badass.
Oh, does he? See,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that much then. But
towards the end of season 6. But no, I mean, that's it. Those 3 guys. Well, 4 guys, if you add the priest.
Right.
And, yeah, Glenn's dead. Big black guy's dead.
You know, I
the
really
priest
liked?
I'm still trying to like.
Yeah, I really like Merle. Daryl's brother.
Oh, he was awesome.
He was cool.
He was badass. But yeah, I mean, another good character. But yeah, they kill him all. That's why I'm like, if Daryl goes, I don't think I'll continue. Because, like, for one, I think they're doing a bad job at telling the story.
I do too.
Like,
you know that they may actually kill Daryl off? There was leaked photos of, like, on set. They, it looked like they were filming, you know, because you can tell it's not like the actual TV clip. They're, like, on stage. And he's, like, tied up, and he's surrounded by zombies, and they're, like, ripping his guts out, like his intestines and stuff.
yeah, I don't know, though.
I mean...
Well, because here's my thing. That could easily be a dream. That could be...
It could be.
You know, something like that. Because they've done that before. Even
right.
in the episode with Negan killing Glenn, they show, like, flashes of him killing everybody.
That's true.
And you're like, oh, who the fuck, you know. If I hadn't known already...
Right.
You know, so it could just be something like that.
It could be.
You know, I don't know. Like, but they're but yeah, because I'm not really that invested in the story itself. It's like the story is so fucking convoluted, and it's the same thing over and over.
I feel like if there was a point where they considered killing Daryl, with the way the viewings have gone,
I think they'll change
the
They're like, no,
like, no,
let's
okay,
not do that.
That'll be the end of them. I guarantee you. If they kill Daryl the way they're standing now, but.
I mean, of course, I will say this. I kind of like Negan now.
Oh, so do I.
He's kind of
like he'll probably. I haven't.
But
seen
then I
him,
hate him in a way because this fucking bat is named Lucille.
What does that matter?
That's BB King's guitar's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. You aren't fucking BB King. You don't fucking have that pull, you asshole.
That's true.
You and your stupid bat. Anyone could be talented with that.
Well, yeah, you
try
just
to play The Thrill Is Gone on a fucking, you know,
with some barbed wire.
Yeah.
Anybody can throw that on there.
If it wasn't for that, and when the fucking whistle he does. Which,
oh, yeah.
I was talking to Steph, and I was like, this annoys me, because it kind of reminds me of Omar's whistle. You can fuck yourself.
Right. Right.
You're no Omar, you're
no
fucking BB King.
Indeed, motherfucker.
Yeah. What the fuck else?
Ohio State.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, I don't know. I think he's a crazy asshole. The guy in Ohio State.
Yeah, and I mean,
and I'm not going to say his name, I'm not going to say much about it. It's not what we do. We don't publicize fucking assholes.
No, I just thought it was interesting how 3 months ago someone interviewed him, and he was talking about how bad people make Muslims look. And I'm like, because that's what he's saying. He's like, well, you know, I was scared to pray here because of the way media portrays Muslims and stuff. And I was like, he was like, no, we're not all like that. And then he goes,
yes, you are.
Yeah, I mean, like, I want, you know, I agree, not all of them are like that, but it's kind of hard to defend you when 3 months ago you're saying this and then you go and try to slaughter
Sometimes
everyone.
actions do that, though. Like, Colin Kaepernick. I was all behind Colin Kaepernick until he said he didn't vote.
Right.
Yeah, like, go fuck yourself, man.
And I wonder,
like,
you know, maybe he just had some mental issues and he snapped.
I mean,
when you're
I'm not
constantly under
duress.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, I'm not defending him at all.
I think that would be, to be fair, I think that would be duress that he's made up for himself.
Probably.
Listen, I know we're a racist nation, but we're not that I don't think we're that bad.
I think we are.
I mean, and again, I live in as much as you like to shit on it, I live in a pretty good town. And everyone who may talk shit under each other, you know, behind people's backs, usually won't say it to your face.
Right.
There's not a lot of open racism here. So it's hard for me to say that. But in Ohio State, a college nonetheless,
right,
where there's safe spaces, where there, you know, you can't wear Halloween costumes that'll offend people. I don't think he was being super, like, to the point where he would snap.
Right. No, I don't think so. I don't know what happened. It sucks. I mean, nobody died as far as I'm aware. But, you know, it's still not terribly great getting hacked on by a machete.
Or getting ran over.
Well, yeah, that too. And yeah, it was funny because there's an article that shared it like that day or maybe the next day. It was like, warning, graphic content below of a dead body. Dude, it was from like 300 yards away. He had to like zoom in. He was like, all you can see is barely like his figure laying on the ground. Like you didn't see any blood or anything. I'm like, that's it. How do you know he's just not like sleeping?
My only issue with it, and me and my mother actually got into my mother got into a conversation about, she was like, yeah, they shot him and killed him. And I was like, well, why'd they do that? She was like, well, because he was a fucking crazy, Muslim running around stabbing people. And I'm like, yeah, but okay, hear me out. Number one, and granted he didn't, but what if he did have ties to Al Qaeda?
Right.
And you could have gotten more information out of him. Or, and this is another one, why not use that as a training opportunity? Like, you got a guy with a knife, so pretty much fine.
Yeah.
Let's try to see, like, what we can get done with fucking tasers and all that other shit. Like, why not?
Right.
Why just bring out the gun and shoot him? She said, well, he wouldn't listen. He wouldn't. Again, good opportunity for training.
Right.
Like, maybe at some point we might get to be a police state where we don't just shoot people.
Well, and with that, if by the time they had gotten to him with guns and stuff, they were in a position where nobody else would be there, or if they did, they were clearing him out. He wouldn't have been able to go anywhere because they had him pretty much surrounded. So you don't need lethal weapons. At that point, you're pretty much free because tasers have a pretty good distance too.
Yeah, they do.
Or they have bean guns even.
Yeah, which those things fucking hurt.
Oh, they do.
You got him in like the throat.
That'd probably kill him.
That might kill him.
That really may crush his airway.
But there again, they could test that. I'm fine with that. Like I'm fine. He's dead. I don't care that he's dead. In fact, in some ways, when it's all said and done, I'm glad that he died.
Right.
But I'm just saying, practice. I don't know.
Right.
Like, don't.
But at that situation, they could have gone non-lethal and been just fine. Like, honestly, I would say that if one of the cops did get hurt in that situation, then maybe you shouldn't be a cop.
Yeah, like...
I mean, that sounds kind of dickish,
maybe
but sorry.
Need more training.
Yeah. Like, they're taught hand-to-hand.
You're not ready for SWAT yet, buddy.
Right. They're taught hand-to-hand. Like, they're taught specifically knife hand-to-hand. They're very big on that.
Yeah, fucking Nate Diaz could have handled him.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh, by the way, Cody?
Yeah.
UFC.
Are you serious?
KODI. UFC.
Yeah, that's kind of confusing.
Fucking glorious. But yeah, no, awesome. I mean, yeah, Nate Diaz would have been able to handle that.
Oh, yeah.
But fucking Matt Serra.
Just roundhouse kick him out.
Took him down. Actually, saw this video. Matt Serra was showing people how to defend yourself against somebody that has a knife or a gun, and if they're wearing a hoodie or a jacket. And he has like all these videos about defending yourself. Dude, it's so crazy how like in 2 moves, he can take a weapon or even just a hand out of the equation and choke somebody with their own hoodie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like so quick, and he just like, bam. And then, like the guy, he's like 100% give it to me, and he was another jiu-jitsu fighter. I mean, so it wasn't crazy. Like some nobody.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
He's a badass.
We also had, Barney Miller died.
Not sure who that is.
Me neither, to be honest. Yeah, he was some old actor from a show called Barney Miller. I don't, the actor's name, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Somebody, I don't.
Okay.
That's just one of the many things that happened while we were gone.
Yeah, there's a...
I guess my thing, though, above all, is we have a president-elect that believes that if you practice your free speech, you should be kicked out of the country or serve a year in jail.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? I love Twitter.
What was his actual quote?
That was pretty much it. If you burn the American flag, you should possibly lose citizenship or get a year in jail.
Right.
Yeah.
And see, I still don't know how I feel about that. Burning the American flag?
It's free speech.
It's pretty fucked up.
Oh, who cares? It's a fucking flag.
Yeah, but there's blood on the flag from people who died so that you could do that.
There's probably also herpes cream on the American flag. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, but people died for that.
That's their
that I have a problem with.
That's their That's their hang-up.
Well, sure, no, I mean... I still have a problem with that. I don't agree with people burning the American flag. I think there's much better ways to do it.
George Washington said, and it's a great quote, and I'm not going to be able to quote it word for word because I don't remember it, but basically, Basically along the lines of like, if it's okay to raise gun against your government, it's okay to take down their flag.
Take it down. You don't have to
or burn it. It's the same thing. If they rise up, like, and that's the thing, like, why is it okay for militias to have guns and talk about coming back against our government, but you can't burn a flag? I mean, come on.
Right.
It's fucking free speech.
Right.
I mean, do whatever the fuck you want with it. Maybe it's part of some sort of ritual you believe in. Who the fuck knows? I don't even know where it's coming from, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why at 5:55 in the morning he tweeted that out. It's not like people are burning flags right now. Like,
right.
It hasn't been a thing going on.
Right.
But he's basically saying, like, I don't agree with this, so...
Right.
You're not American anymore.
Right.
Go fuck yourself.
He's just...
Antonin Scalia, by the way. The fucking dead Supreme Court Justice, who I fucking hate.
Yeah.
Because he's a bigot, he's a racist, he's a fucking asshole. He defends burning the flag. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking free speech. That's what, like, you remember the episode of Futurama?
Oh, which one?
Where Zoidberg ate the flag.
Yeah,
and the guy was like, I fought in all these words so he could do that.
Right.
Like, that's what it's about.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. Instead, we got President-elect saying that, you know...
Did you see his quote on Fidel Castro being dead? You know what he said on Twitter? Fidel Castro is dead! !
Exclamation mark.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean...
Honestly.
By the way, I mean, I don't know why we were fishing for things to talk about, because, yeah, Fidel's dead.
Yeah.
But, no, I mean, just to jump back...
Hey, real quick question. Which side are you on? Are you mourning his loss, or are you praising it? His death, or are you praising it?
I'm on what I think is the majority, or should be the majority of people, and that's I don't give a fuck, because he never affected my life.
Right, I just asked, because it seems like there's been a hot button issue for whatever reason that people are mourning it. I don't think you should mourn it, first of all, because it had nothing to do with you, and second of all, he wasn't a good guy.
No, he killed like thousands of people.
Yeah, no, and I don't understand that. And, like, I keep seeing these things about how liberals are mourning his death.
I don't know any.
Yeah, no, I was like, show me one. I'm not.
I mean, Trudeau in Canada was, but he knew him personally.
Well,
maybe he was cool to him personally, and I'll give him that pass. I mean...
Who was it? Tom Morello, I think. Actually, I didn't read the article, but he said, here's a list of reasons why you should be mourning it. And I lost a little respect for him there, because I'm not...
He's a communist.
Yeah, I know.
So?
I don't like that, but...
It's his belief. I mean...
I know.
I'm not a capitalist.
No, me neither.
I don't believe that works.
No, obviously.
And especially after this election, I'm realizing democracy doesn't really work.
Right.
As, you know, over 2 million people voted for someone that didn't win presidency.
Right. And I just don't understand how you can mourn his loss, though. He was a bad guy.
He wasn't a good guy.
At all. Socially or politically. Why do you think so many people were trying to get the fuck out of there?
Well, here's the thing. Had we not, and this is true, had we not cut ties with him and not fucked him over, they would have prospered a lot more. Right. Because it wasn't like we just stopped trade with them. We also ended the Soviet Union, which is where they were actually doing really, really well, like, for a while when they were, you know, in line with the Soviets. And then we ended that.
Right.
And we fucked that country to hell.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't our belief system. I mean, so, yeah, listen. You know, it's like the whole Cuban Missile Crisis. People are like, yeah, well, he did that. Well, he really didn't. I mean, he didn't tell them to bring the missiles here. The Russians show up at your door and say, hey, we're bringing missiles. You're going to be like, all right.
Right.
Sounds good.
Right.
I'm not fucking with that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we could have tried to ally with them more. In fact, he met with our government.
Yeah.
Way before to try to work out deals, and we wouldn't work with him.
Well, and then when Obama goes down there and they're trying to work out, everybody's pissed off.
And Obama did work something out with him.
Yeah.
Like, he seemed like a guy that would work with America, but we didn't want any part of it.
Right.
Because the fucking communism thing. And it's like, I don't know, fuck you. I don't know. I don't have a thing against communism, to be honest. If that's the way you want to run your country and you want to live in that kind of world, fine, I don't care. I'm not about spending taxpayer money for you to change that. Like,
right.
We got starving kids dying on the streets. Let's worry about that other than what someone who I'll never meet or don't even give a shit about believes in. I mean,
right.
And changing that. You know, like, that's one of those things. Like, we say, hey, we shouldn't fuck around in policing the globe. Granted. But if people start doing stuff that, like, I don't know if I believe in that, then, why aren't we over there? Why aren't we doing it? You know?
Right.
You can't have your cake and eat it, too.
Right.
I don't know. Like, and he did kill lots of people. But you know who else does? Who else did and probably still is killing lots of people? Thousands of people? Putin.
Yeah.
Who Trump's a big fan of. You know?
Right,
I mean, so... Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just don't really care. He was like 90. What the fuck was he doing anyway?
Right.
He was cleaning oatmeal out of his beard every day. That's what the fuck he was doing. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it matters either way.
I think it does matter he died. Because Trump is now saying he's going to cut ties again with Cuba. I know.
That, of course.
Which I wanted to go to Cuba.
Right.
For one, I heard there's good prostitutes. But, you know, I mean, just the option to trade with them. To get a Cuban cigar?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, but Trump wants to work a deal out. In fact, Stunt Brain from The Blaze had said, well, the deal that Obama worked out, America doesn't get anything in the trade. So Trump's going to go in there and make sure we get more out of a trade and deal with Cuba. What the fuck do they have to give us?
Here's something funny that I saw, by the way, just speaking of trade and foreign policy. You know that Trump was talking about how he's going to negotiate so hard to keep jobs in the U.S. and stuff. Well, and this was on a page called the Conservative Daily or whatever. One of my friends shared it, my cousin. And it had that quote, and then it had another quote about how, what does it say, Trump negotiates to keep 1,000 jobs in India. And then it has a picture of him giving a thumbs up. It says, "Make America Great Again." It was dead serious. I'm like, what the fuck are you trying to portray? You just said he's working so hard to keep jobs in America, but then he just kept 1,000 jobs in India that could have been in America. So why are you saying, like, "Make America Great Again"? He's not doing what he said he was going to do. Why are you
surprised?
Well, yeah, why are you surprised? But why are you making this meme acting like it's like he did something right? Because he didn't.
Was he trying to be?
No, it was a serious one.
It wasn't.
It was like in favor of Trump.
Oh.
He's a conservative. He's a Republican. So he was like, it's like he was saying, yeah, go Trump.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he was going to start the turn. Because I feel like there's going to be a turn.
No, the original picture was dead serious. It was in favor of Trump.
Let me ask one question, though. And I don't know this, to be honest, with all my political savvy that I have. Can Trump negotiate shit right now? He's not president.
No.
So he probably didn't do anything.
Probably not.
No. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I mean, maybe he can.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so, but
I mean, he's busy spending like $1 million a day keeping his little fortress secure.
And how much is he losing a day?
No, it's taxpayer money. $1 million of taxpayer money keeping his family safe because they won't move to the fucking White House.
Well, they can't yet.
No, but like they're not going to. They're
not going to live in the White House?
He will. But Melania.
Why?
Or what's his wife's name?
Melania.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get confused between his wife and the chick he's fucking. Ivanka, his daughter. Oh. Yeah. No, but yeah, Melania and his autistic son.
Why?
Did you look into that, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
He's fucking autistic.
They can't live there, or they won't?
They won't.
Why? It's too good for them?
Yeah. No, it's not good enough. Come on, they're the
Or
trolls.
not, right.
No, Melania, I don't know, for some reason doesn't want to, and fucking Downs boy, I guess wants to finish in his private school, which a lot of people are also using as the fact that he's autistic because he has a special autistic school he's got to go to. But they won't talk about, whatever. But yeah, just to keep them there. It's like $1 million a day in security.
Jesus.
And we're going to be paying that for the
Yep.
next, you know. Who knows if they will. And even Trump said, like, he's going to go back to live at the towers quite a bit. Like, why did you even run?
Right.
You didn't want this.
You aren't doing anything that you said you were going to do. You can't accept the responsibilities that come with being a president.
You're worse than a welfare person. You
Oh
live
my
off the
God, I
American
know.
team. I mean, yeah,
Right.
you talk about black people that don't fucking want to carry their own weight. What
Right.
about rich white people that don't want to carry their
They
own
have
weight?
too much money.
Yeah.
Then they even know what to do with.
But they won't pay for shit.
Oh, right. No, they won't
You
help
know.
out at all. Like Akon, a few years ago, he put all this money into, what country? It was either in South Africa or South America. I can't remember which. To bring...
I think it was South America. Because, and I'm sure other people are involved in this, but the only people I know of. But there's a lot of Seahawks players doing that same thing. Like building houses and shit. Is that what you're talking about?
building houses, but his thing was more bringing energy down there, like solar panels, so they could have energy and
That's
stuff.
pretty cool.
Yeah, he put like, what was it, $60 million or so?
Damn.
Yeah, he put a good chunk of money down
That's a
there.
good rich guy.
Right. Like, you know how much, if all the white people,
Let
all
me
the
tell-
rich white people.
Let me tell you something, Cody. That is all about one world government. He's controlled by the CIA operators.
Right.
Everyone has it on record that that's what's going on.
Right, yeah. Don't forget Illuminati, by
Him
the
and
way.
George Soros, they're aligned with the Illuminati, and yes.
But tomorrow, he'll be sucking his dick.
Yeah.
He does one good thing. It's like,
I'm proud of my Alex Jones
yeah, that's
impression,
pretty
by
good.
the way.
That was pretty good. I got it right away too. So props to you.
I'm glad, that's the only one I can pull off.
You can't do a Trump one.
I've tried, I cannot,
Me either.
You said that, like, when you're alone, you try
Yeah,
to do,
no,
like, an
I
impression
do.
or whatever. Yeah, like,
Like what was it, a couple days ago? I got back. I was playing GTA 5 that night, and literally I was sitting there like playing this. And I was practicing my Trump voice.
isn't that weird? Like, can you imagine if someone saw you?
I know.
Like, I was trying to do a Tony Danza one night, and I'm just, like, walking around in my room. Like, I was hanging up pictures and stuff, and I was just, like, trying to do, like, a Tony Danza. Someone just saw me. Like,
No, I was
like a
like-
fucking psychopath.
I was like narrating the game in my Donald Trump, quote unquote Donald Trump voice, and it just wasn't happening.
Yeah,
So I was like,
I'm not. I wish I had that ability.
Oh, I know.
God, that'd
That'd
be
be
awesome. I would use it all the time.
right.
Like, who's that? I almost said Jim Gaffigan, but that's not him.
The comedian?
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
I
too.
do. Because he was on the Norton show once, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he had his own show. He does like football. Because he does Gruden and Madden and. I can't think of his
I know who
name.
you're talking
And I know there's
about.
people like yelling like.
Right,
This
yeah.
is, but whatever. If I was him, I would all the time.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
use it like drive-throughs, whatever.
Right, yeah.
But can't do it. But anyway, just to jump back on this real quick, Trump and his Twitter.
Oh, Jesus.
I love it. Like I feel like we get to see like what he really is about.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that were like, oh, once he's president, whatever. When he wins the race, 'cause he's still not president, I get that. He will, he'll act more presidential. He'll change. And he still spends most of his time fighting with, like, CNN.
At 3 to 5 a.m.
Yeah. But, like, going out. Like, have you heard about the CNN battle? Like, which is ridiculous. He's coming after, you don't have any evidence that it wasn't fixed.
Right.
What the fuck, man?
What does it matter?
You fucking won.
Right, get over it.
Fucking be happy. I love his new hat. Have you seen
I
that?
haven't seen his new hat.
It's his red hat,
It's for the ballin'?
and in white it says USA, and on the side, 45,
45.
45th president.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, no, it's hideous. He has like the market cornered on hideous hats.
I know. Like the Make America Great
Oh, they're
hat
fucking
again.
horrible looking.
Oh, my God. Who would wear that?
But like, so many people have ordered this new hat, and it got to a good question. A friend of mine actually brought it up, and he's like, and he's a Trump supporter. He was like, well, most of that money's going to charities. I'm like, I bet not. I bet he's just pocketing it. And he's like, no, I mean, it's got to be going to good stuff because that's who Trump is. No, he's not.
Where in this campaign have you seen that he's a good guy?
Yeah. Or generous or helps anyone. He wouldn't even pay his own bit here in America.
Just because he didn't say bad about someone doesn't mean he gave him a compliment.
Yeah.
That doesn't make him a good guy. Just because you didn't say something bad about someone, that doesn't make you a good person.
And to be honest, I don't know, can that be a line? Like
What?
Can Obama have his own shirt that he makes
I'd buy
and
it.
makes money off
That
of it?
would be so cool.
But no, like, I don't know if you can do that.
Why not?
Because you shouldn't be involved in a business if you're a president.
It's true.
Because you have
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
And if as many people are going to buy this 45 hat, which I bet they will,
I bet
because
they
they all
do.
bought the fucking Make
Right.
America Great. He's going to be a millionaire just off of that.
Right.
And I'm not saying, I don't know, like, that would be one of those things, like, if I was going to vote on it, I really wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, whatever,
That's not
I don't give a fucking crap. And I don't think you should have to give it away, but
right.
still, it's the idea. Anyway, I think that probably does it for us.
All right.
I think we covered everything. I think most things we realized we don't really give a shit. I mean, well, we give a shit. We have opinions, but
Not huge.
no, not really.
Yep, that sounds good to me.
We will see you guys probably tomorrow. Take care.